Hello, and welcome to this episode of The Southern Way. I'm your host, Mike Mitchell, and today I'm in the Florida Panhandle, the Pensacola area, to be exact.
When most of us think of Pensacola, we think about its long stretch of beaches. The white sands of the Florida Panhandle attract hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. Or, you might recall that Pensacola is the home to the Navy's famous Blue Angels. On any given day, you just might catch a glimpse of the Blue Angels practicing in the skies above.
Now, for those of you who are regular viewers of The Southern Way, you know that we're not here in Pensacola for just any reason. We're here in Pensacola because this area has one of the largest numbers of UFO sightings of anywhere in the United States.
Pensacola is located on the western edge of Florida's Panhandle. It's unclear just exactly why it has such a large number of UFO sightings.
Shoreline Park is a particular favorite of local UFO hunters. Just about every evening, people will line up on that beach over there and gaze upward, hoping to see something spectacular.
You've got to admit, the view from the banks of Shoreline Park are impressive, whether you see a UFO or not. Regulars who come to Shoreline Park to watch for UFOs talk about the regular appearance of a glowing red orb that hovers over the water. The locals have named it Bubba. I like to imagine that Bubba's appearances over the skies of Pensacola might look something like this. Regardless of whether you see Bubba, there is one place around Pensacola where you are guaranteed to see a UFO: the UFO House. The UFO House has been part of the area landscape for a long time, and I think you can see how it gets its name. It definitely stands out in the neighborhood, huh? Located about 3 miles east of 3 Mile Bridge, people really do live inside this unique home. And, as the various aliens that greet visitors who stop by for a look illustrate, anyone who calls this home has to have a healthy sense of humor. Of course, the UFO House isn't a real spacecraft, but its origins are almost as interesting. In reality, the dome-shaped fiberglass home originally hails from Europe. Back in the late 1960s, a Finnish company called Polycom manufactured these modern dwellings and sold them all over Europe. If IKEA ever decided to build homes, I imagine that they might look something like this. The design of the home hints at the thinking of the time. Now remember, this was the time of the Jetsons and the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It was the space age, and everyone was going to have more time for leisure, since technology was going to do our work for us. Homes like those envisioned by Polycom were designed to be mass-produced and transported anywhere. Indeed, they were light enough that they could be flown into a place via helicopter. The company built 98 of them total, and they are located all over the world. The home near Pensacola is from the Futuro 2 model. This model features a single bedroom, bathroom, a U-shaped kitchen with a separate dining area, a curved 23-foot couch, and a central fireplace that doubled as a grill. Pensacola's UFO house is neat to visit, but I really would like to try to find Bubba if I can, so I'm headed back to Shoreline Park in hopes of a close encounter of the Panhandle kind. Of course, Bubba generally only appears at night, so I've got to wait until it gets dark.
Okay, so I've been out here for a while now, and so far, still no signs of ET. I'm beginning to wonder if the locals have pointed me in quite the right direction or not. Still, that UFO house, pretty cool, wasn't it? Wait a minute. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? What was that? Oh my goodness. Oh.